For an entire year, Lisa and I worked tirelessly without a break. I at the factory and she in the accounting department. Every day felt the same: home, work, the store. Even on weekends, we couldn't really rest. There was always something: repairs to do or relatives visiting. Finally, we had a chance to escape the routine. We decided to drive to Cornwall. I had recently bought an old sedan and patched it up. It wasn't the most reliable car, but I managed to convince Lisa that the freedom of traveling by car was worth it. We could go wherever we wanted. A day on the road flew by. We stopped to eat at roadside diners. Lisa spent the entire drive photographing the landscapes, while I enjoyed the process of traveling itself. It had been so long since I'd gone anywhere far. We rented an apartment near the coast in a small Cornish town. The landlady, Mrs. Margaret, was a friendly woman who showed us all the nearby attractions. She told us where to buy the best groceries and even shared her favorite walking routes. The first days were magical. Mornings were spent on the beach, afternoons were filled with shopping or sightseeing, and evenings were for strolling along the promenade. Lisa was glowing with happiness, and I felt younger. We befriended a young couple, James and Emma, who had also driven to Cornwall. We quickly discovered we had a lot in common: the same work-related struggles and dreams of traveling. Emma, a fitness trainer, was tall, athletic, and confident, a complete contrast to my Lisa. She talked a lot about her travels and the countries she'd visited. I listened with fascination, having never ventured beyond this region. We started spending a lot of time together, whether on the beach or at a cafe. Lisa and James often discussed TV shows, while Emma and I talked about travel and sports. She even showed me exercises for my back, which had been stiff from the long car ride. One morning, Lisa said she had a headache and decided to stay in the apartment. James also stayed behind, wanting to catch up on some remote work. Emma and I went to the beach. It was a hot day, and the shore was nearly empty. Emma taught me proper swimming techniques and breathing exercises. Afterward, we decided to explore the old town. Emma knew hidden alleys with hardly any tourists and told me stories about the history of each house and the people who had lived there. Her eyes sparkled as she talked about her adventures and dreams. We wandered into a quiet courtyard with a small fountain. Sitting on a bench beneath the shade of an old tree, Emma showed me photos from her travels. I felt the warmth of her shoulder and the faint scent of sea salt in her hair. Then she kissed me. It was like a warning, yet I responded instinctively. My mind swirled with the scent of the sea, the sound of the fountain, and her lips. I only snapped out of it when I heard footsteps. A couple of tourists had entered the courtyard. We quickly left without saying much and returned to the beach, where Lisa and James were waiting for us. Lisa chatted about a movie she had watched during the day, and James joked, but I couldn't focus. My thoughts were consumed by what had happened. The next day, Emma and James left abruptly, saying they had urgent matters to attend to back home. We exchanged phone numbers, but I knew I'd never call. Lisa was disappointed. She had grown fond of James. I, on the other hand, felt a strange sense of relief. The rest of our vacation passed quietly. We walked along the promenade and went on excursions, but something had shifted. I couldn't stop thinking about Emma, the kiss, and how easy it had been to cross a line. In the weeks that followed, I came to realize that the kiss wasn't just about passion. It was an escape, a fleeting moment where I felt like a different person, free from the monotony of daily life.